Hi and welcome to Yolanda's Cakes. Today I'll be making a Dominican cake. For that I'll use 1 pound of granulated sugar, 12 egg yolks, but you can use 9 if you wish, 4 egg whites, 1 pound of butter at room temperature, 1 cup of liquid. This time I'm going to use orange juice. You may use water, milk, or any other liquid. 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 to 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is optional, but I use it because I find that it makes the cake even softer. Also, we are going to use 1 tablespoon of Dominican vanilla or any vanilla that you have, the zest of 1 lemon, a pound of all-purpose flour, and the rest of the egg whites we are going to use for our meringues. Combine the dry ingredients except for the sugar. So combine the flour with the cornstarch, the baking powder, and salt. And then we're going to set that aside. I already have my pans prepared with my homemade cake release. I leave a link to that video in the information window. My pans are 8 inches in diameter by 3 inches tall. Now we sift the dry ingredients and then we'll set them aside. For the benefit of those who don't have a stand mixer, today I'm going to mix this cake using a handheld mixer. So you can see that if you do not have a stand mixer, you still can use a handheld mixer to make this cake. We start by creaming the butter that has been sitting at room temperature for a while. Then add the sugar little by little. Mix at a medium speed until creamy and soft. Scrape the sides of the bowl from time to time to make sure that everything is well incorporated. Now we are going to beat the egg whites until it makes soft peaks. Do not overbeat them, because if you overbeat them, this is going to make the cake hard. So again, you beat until you acquire soft peaks. And set aside. Now let's go back to the butter mixture and add the egg yolks one by one. Do not add them all at once, but one by one, so that way the egg yolks can incorporate well into the butter. Don't forget to stop and scrape the sides of the bowl in between. I'm going to combine the vanilla with the orange juice. You may add the vanilla later on, but in this way I make sure that I do not forget. And then I continue mixing the dry ingredients, alternating it with the wet or with the liquid. We start with the dry ingredients, and we also finish with the dry ingredients. Do not hesitate to stop and scrape the bowl as you mix all the ingredients. This is very important. Now we incorporate the egg whites in the batter in a folding fashion. Do not mix, but fold in very gently until the egg whites disappear in the batter. Continue folding in the egg whites until you are finished, very gently. Now fold in the lemon zest and you are done. I will use my scale to equally distribute the batter into each pan so that all the pans will have the same amount of batter. Then tap each pan on the countertop to get rid of trapped air bubbles. Then I take my pans to my oven that has been preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's bake them for 40 to 50 minutes. Please note that baking time varies from oven to oven. And so here are my cakes. They baked in 45 minutes. I took them out of the oven and let them cool for 10 minutes. Now I go to wrap them in plastic film. When wrapping them, do not make it too tight so that the cakes do not lose their shape, but wrap them so that the plastic is loose. Then I'm going to take them to my fridge for 2 or 3 hours or until the next day so that they can become firm. Then I'll take my cakes out of my refrigerator to room temperature 15 to 20 minutes before I decorate them. As time goes by, they will become soft again. Some people don't refrigerate the cakes because they think they harden and they don't get soft again. And that's why some people decorate their cakes the same day, when in fact it's best to let the cakes rest and become firm before decorating. In this way, you can manipulate them better. You get less crumbs, less mess. So this is all for today, and I hope that you've learned something new. In the next video, I'll be using a meringue, an Italian meringue, to decorate this cake. Please do not miss it. Thank you for watching. God bless you and be at peace with everyone as much as you can.